The older I get, the more I've realized how much time I have to set aside just to clean.
I'll ask a friend, "What you get up to last weekend?" And they'll think for a bit and then say,
I just cleaned.
"Crap, I gotta do that too." I've seen people, therapists, and the elderly all talk about how everyone's too gosh darn connected to their cell phones.
How we don't allow ourselves a single moment to be present or alone with our thoughts.
But when it comes to cleaning, I think you should fill that void up with as much noise as possible. Cleaning is such a boring and monotonous task.
That even people in the 1700s would pass the time by singing to themselves.
And while these pilgrims didn't have endless podcasts to listen to, you have YouTube videos. Like this one. So I want this video to serve as
the noise you listen to while you get up and clean something.
Hopefully hearing a YouTuber talk about cleaning for the next 10 minutes will motivate you to start chipping away at that mess you've been putting off for months. I'm not asking you to drop everything and do a 3-hour deep clean of your closet.
But half-assing something is still better than no-assing something.
And I think you'd be surprised with how nice you can make a space look in only 10 minutes.
I want to give the caveat that I'm not a clean freak. I've lived in a college dorm with a bunch of other guys.
My sink is most likely full of dishes as you're watching this.
And if anyone needs to do a 3-hour deep clean of their closet,
it's me. And I also know how hard it can be.
To look at a room that's in such a bleak and disarranged state that you get so overwhelmed by the mess that you don't even know where to start cleaning, so you never do.
Which perpetuates this never-ending cycle that makes your entire space and mental health messier. Luckily, I have a solution. If you don't even know where to begin dealing with the mess, the first step to cleaning any room is taking out the trash.
That's it! That's all you have to do. All those empty bottles and boxes, get them out of there! Whenever I clean, I like to play this fun little game that I know you've never played before because it's a game I invented. It's called Is That Where That Goes? Is that where that goes? And if that object is where it goes, then you're good. You don't have to do anything.
But if that object isn't where it goes, then you put it where it goes.
And you beat the game once everything that's going to, or needed to go, goes where it goes. So while you're grabbing trash bags and flattening out boxes,
let me explain why I found cleaning to be so important in my adult life.
I really have to thank my parents for distilling. I wouldn't call it a love for cleaning, but rather a tolerance for it.
Growing up, my parents would print out physical job charts for the week. And every day us kids did all of our chores, we would earn $1.
However, any single chore we didn't do, we would lose $1, meaning it was possible for us to come out of a week of doing chores in the red.
my parents were earning money and teaching us about capitalism because my bed wasn't made.
Still owe them $35. We were able to earn some money back doing Saturday chores.
But Saturday chores didn't even hold a candle to the absolute worst chores we had to do, which were the dreaded company is coming over chores. For some reason, whenever company was on their merry way, it was vital that rooms said company would never even enter in the first place were spotless.
This one time, I think my mom was hosting like book club or something. I finished mopping my bathroom, which was not a bathroom that anyone in book club would be using, by the way. And my mom did her usual room cleanliness inspection and said,
I think you should wipe that bucket down too. She was making us clean the cleaning instruments. You want me to vacuum the vacuum next? However, if it wasn't for all those chores my parents forced me to do.
I feel like cleaning would have become something I dreaded doing. Instead of something I can actually wind down the day with, I look forward to folding laundry.
And putting something on the TV, because I feel like I did something productive while watching cartoons. And since I don't live with Mom anymore, I don't have to clean my bucket.
Which now doubles as a toilet. Cleaning has become such an integral part of my life.
That cleaning other people's spaces is how I show my affection.
I'm about to put one of my best friends on complete blast here, but I think he'll be okay with it because he constantly asks me to put him in videos.
I'm doing a video that's a puppet show with 2 bricks.
Can I voice one of the bricks?
I recently visited one of my close friends, infamous Swoosh, at his place in upstate New York. He's 24, living on his own for the first time with 3 other dudes. And the second I stepped into his house, I went, oh, this is a guy's house. I don't think a woman's been in here in like, ever.
What really sealed it for me was the bathroom not having a trash can, but rather a loose trash bag leaning up against a wall, and it was full.
I hadn't planned for this to be on the itinerary of my New York trip, but after seeing how dire Swoosh's living conditions were,
I decided to take him to his local Target to get him some necessary supplies. I originally set out to get him 3 things: a trash can, trash bags, and a handheld vacuum. But as we were walking through Target, we passed the broom aisle, and I asked, "You have a broom, right?"
dude. Then we passed the Brita filter aisle, and I said, "You have one of these, right?"
You haven't just been drinking tap water this whole time, right? I mean, the sink's right there.
You know, Swoosh, normally when people move into a new place, they do a big Target run to get all the necessary cleaning supplies for their house. What do you mean? I did do a Target run. Didn't you see that buffalo painting in my office?